Okay students, so today we are going to complete question answer of the chapter 13, that is sound. So we have completed the theoretical part of this chapter, and today we are going to complete the question answer which are given in your NCERT book. Okay, so let us start the question answer. So student, the first question of this chapter is given a list of medium is given below. Okay, so question number 1 is a list of medium given below. A list of medium given below. First one is wood. Second one is air. Third one is water. Sorry, this one is water, air, and fourth is vacuum. So the question is, in which of these medium can sound travel? Okay, so question is, in which of the medium sound can travel? Now look at the list. The list is wood, water, air, and vacuum. So students, recall your memory, and we have already discussed about how sound travel from one point to another point and why it is known as longitudinal mechanical wave. So we studied there that sound must need material medium to travel from one point to another point, and so that it is known as longitudinal mechanical wave. So any longitudinal mechanical wave always need material medium to travel, so sound is one of them. So it means sound must need some medium. After that, we discussed that sound can travel through air, sound can travel through water, and sound can travel through solid medium. Okay, so do you confirm your answer, which one is correct? I hope you are able to give answer of this question. You should try by yourself. Okay, so what is answer of this question? Anyone, if you want to give answer, you can give your answer in comment box. Okay, so let's see what will be the answer of this question. Options are also given here, so let me write the options of this question. Option A is, these are the mediums. Okay, now option A is first and second only. First and second only. It means sound can travel only in wood and water. Then B, option B is first, second, third only. So first, second, and third only. So this means sound can travel through wood, water, and air. Then C, option C is third and fourth only. So this one is third and the fourth only. So it means sound can travel through air and vacuum. And finally the last option is given, that is second, third, and fourth. So this is the option second, third, and fourth only. Right? So student, I hope you understand, and you all have given correct answer, I am sure about this. But let me explain about the answer of this question. So let's see, first and second only wood and water. No, this is not correct answer, because sound can travel through air also. So this option is not correct. Let's check about B. First, yes, it can travel through wood. Second, it can travel through water. Third, it can travel through air. Yes, this one is correct. Let us see about C and D. So in C you can see the third one is correct, but for option 4 it is not correct because sound cannot travel through vacuum. So this option is wrong. And finally, this contains option number 4. So this one is also not correct. So finally, your answer is answer B. Option B is correct. So I hope you understand that this option, that is option B, which have food, water and air, is correct answer of this question. Okay. So I hope you understand explanation of this question. Now you should write down the correct option and why it is correct. Okay. So you should write down the answer. You can write down the explanation here. Because sound can travel through solid, liquid and gas. So this is the correct answer of this question. Let's see the next question. You should write down this question in your copy with explanation. And now we are ready to solve the next question. So let's see the question number 2. So second question is, the loudness of sound depends on the loudness of sound depends on. This one is the question. You can see this is the very important term, and we have already discussed about the loudness in our 2-3 videos. Okay. So options are given here. First option is, you have to choose the correct answer. It's amplitude. The first one is the amplitude. We are talking about this amplitude of the same sound. So it's amplitude or amplitude. Second, time period. Second one is frequency. Third one is time period. And option 4, speed. Okay, so let's see. The loudness of sound depends upon, the first option is amplitude, second one is frequency, third is time period, and fourth is speed. So now I am sure many of you have solved this question and your answer is exactly correct. But you should try to check your answer, because many times we are overconfident, so we can make a mistake. So try to check your answer. Okay. So let's see which option is correct. So the correct option for this question is option number A. Okay. And that is amplitude. Amplitude means we are talking about amplitude of the same sound. So you can say its amplitude means amplitude of the same sound wave, right? So you can see explanation here, because if you see there are two waves. Suppose this one is a wave like this, and here this one is another wave. So you can see here in the two waves, the second wave, the wave B is louder because its amplitude is high. So this wave is loud wave, this one is louder one, and this one is less loud because its amplitude, this one is the amplitude A, its amplitude is B. So if its amplitude, suppose this one is L1, small l, and this one is capital L, so you can see capital L is greater than small l, right? So amplitude of the second wave is greater, so this one is louder. So if amplitude is more high, loudness is more high. So the loudness of the sound waves depends upon the amplitude. Okay? So you can say if amplitude is high, loudness is high. If amplitude is less, loudness is less. It means the loudness of a sound wave depends upon the amplitude of that sound waves. Okay? So I hope you understand this question. This is very important question. So you should note down this question in your copy. And now we are ready to solve the next question. So please try these questions with explanations in your copy, because these explanations will help you why these options are chosen for the questions. Okay? Actually, if you have basic concepts, so you can give answers of this question by yourself. So try to revise the chapter, okay, and you can give answer by yourself. So let's start the next one, that is question number 3rd. So the third question is, which of the following statements are correct? So let's see the statements. Question is, which of the following statements are correct? So first option is, means first statement is not the first option, but it is a statement. Sound is produced by vibrations. It is statement. Sound is produced by vibrations. This one is the first statement. Second statement is, sound requires a medium for propagation. Sound requires medium for propagation. Third, that is C option, is light and sound both require a medium for propagation. Light and sound both requires medium for propagation. And the fourth option, that is option statement D, or you can say fourth statement, is sound travels slower than light. So sound travels slower than light. So dear students, you can see here which of the following statements are correct. This was the question, and 4 statements are mentioned here. You have to choose all the correct options. If there is only A, so you can write only A. So let me write the options. Options for this question are, first option is these are first, second, third and fourth. Okay. Option number A is, first and second only. First and second only. Option number B is first, second, third only. First, second, third only. Option C is second, third and fourth. Second, third and fourth only. And option D is first, second and fourth only. First, second and fourth only. So dear students, you can see here the four options are given here. There are four statements. First one is sound is produced by the vibrations. So I am damn sure कि आप सभी को पता है ये ऑप्शन करेक्ट है या नहीं. So yes, it is correct. Sound is produced by the vibrations. So this one is one of the correct statement. Then let's see about what about the second. So you can see sound requires medium for their propagation. So yes, we have discussed about this. Of course, sound always, or you can say sound must need medium for their propagation. It cannot travel through vacuum. So yes, the option number second is also exactly correct. So you can pick here. Let's check about third and fourth. So you can see here light and sound both require medium for their propagation. This question is quite complicated for you. So what do you think? This statement is correct or not? So yes, this statement is not correct because light does not need any material medium to travel. It can also travel through vacuum. So yes, light, this statement is not correct. So you should pick here wrong. So this one is not correct exactly. Actually, light does not require any material medium for the propagation. And then finally you can see the sound travels slower than light. So what do you think about this? Of course, sound has very less speed as compared to light, or you can say light has the very high speed than the sound. So this statement is exactly correct. So finally we got here that the option 1, 2 and 4 is correct. So let us check the in first 1, 2 only. So this one is not correct. In second, first, second, third, but third is wrong. So this one is wrong. In C, second, third, fourth, so it also contains third option. It means it is also not correct. Finally the fourth, first, second and fourth. Of course, you can see here first, second and fourth statements are correct. It means the correct answer is option number D here. Okay, so student, I hope you understand the question number 3. Which of the following statements are correct? And we choose the first, the second and the last, that is fourth options are correct here. So students, you can see here, if you have basic idea about the basic concept of the chapter, then you can solve this type of question because statements are given here and you must have theoretical knowledge and basic concept and your personal experience. जब आप चैप्टर को पढ़ते हैं आपको डिफरेंट टाइप की चीज़ें बताई जाती हैं, बहुत सारी एक्टिविटी करते हैं आपको थियोरेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट के आइडियाज़ आते हैं, आप एक्टिविटी करके एक्सपेरिमेंटली उसको सीखते हैं, चीज़ों को ज़्यादा डीपली जानते हैं. तो वहाँ पे जब आप चीज़ों को सीखते हैं, जब उसको रिवाइज करते हैं, चीज़ें आपको याद भी रहती हैं, वहाँ पे आप आंसर दे पाते हैं कि साउंड प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय वाइब्रेशंस. आपके माइंड में तुरंत क्लिक करता है, यस we have learned that the vibrations of any kind is responsible for the production of sound. So यहाँ से आप उसको कोरिलेट करते हैं और आंसर को समझ जाते हैं. सेकेंड ऑफ साउंड रिक्वायर्स मीडियम फॉर देयर प्रोपगेशन. तो यस, वहाँ पे आप देखते हैं कि आपने पढ़ा था बिना मीडियम के साउंड ट्रेवल नहीं कर सकता है. तो यहाँ से आपको मिल जाता है आइडिया और आप इसको सही कर देते हैं. ऐसे ही थर्ड ऑप्शन में आप देखते हैं कि जब आप पढ़ते हैं आप वहाँ पे आपको बताया जाता है द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, लाइट does not require any material medium to travel. जैसे ही आपको ये वाला स्टेटमेंट याद रह जाता है, आप इस क्वेश्चन का सही इसको समझ जाते हैं कि ये स्टेटमेंट सही नहीं है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है लाइट एंड साउंड बोथ रिक्वायर मीडियम फॉर प्रोपोगेशन, जबकि लाइट को किसी भी टाइप के मीडियम की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है। हाँ ये बात है कि मीडियम है तो लाइट ट्रेवल कर सकती है, बट मीडियम का होना कोई भी ज़रूरी नहीं है। जैसे कि लाइट वैक्यूम से भी ट्रेवल कर सकती है, लाइट एयर से भी ट्रेवल कर सकती है, लाइट वाटर से भी ट्रेवल कर सकती है। तो यहाँ पे मीडियम है तो लाइट चल सकती है, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है। लेकिन मीडियम नहीं है मतलब कि वैक्यूम है तब भी लाइट चल सकती है, जैसा कि साउंड नहीं कर सकती है। मतलब साउंड वैक्यूम के थ्रू नहीं चल सकता है, जबकि लाइट ट्रेवल कर सकती है। तो लाइट मीडियम में भी और लाइट वैक्यूम में भी ट्रेवल कर सकती है, जबकि साउंड ऑलवेज मीडियम में ही ट्रेवल कर सकता है। इसीलिए इसको बोलते हैं मैकेनिकल वेव, जबकि ये मैकेनिकल वेव नहीं बल्कि इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव है। ये है इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव। इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स को किसी भी टाइप के मटेरियल मीडियम की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं होती है उनके प्रोपोगेशन के लिए। यहाँ पे देखिए क्वेश्चन ऑप्शन 4 दैट इज सॉरी ये स्टेटमेंट 4 है, दैट इज साउंड ट्रेवल्स स्लोअर देन लाइट। तो ये तो हमने बहुत ही अच्छे से पढ़ा हुआ है कि लाइट की स्पीड बहुत ही ज़्यादा होती है, 3 लाख किलोमीटर पर सेकेंड होती है, जबकि साउंड की स्पीड 0 डिग्री पे 332 मीटर पर सेकेंड के आसपास होती है। तो आप इस डिफरेंस देख सकते हैं 330 मीटर और 3 लाख किलोमीटर पर सेकेंड में। तो ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग स्टेटमेंट्स थे, आपके बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट पे डिपेंडेंट थे। आपको चूज करना था कौन से इसमें से स्टेटमेंट सही है, और आपने सही चुना है, बिल्कुल करेक्ट चुना है। डी करेक्ट है, जिसमें कि ऑप्शन सॉरी स्टेटमेंट फर्स्ट सेकेंड और फोर्थ करेक्ट है, और आप स्टेटमेंट थर्ड करेक्ट नहीं है। सो गुड वर्क। लेट्स स्टार्ट the next question, that is question number 4. So now we are ready to solve the question number 4. The question number 4 is given as, so let's see question number 4. So question number 4 is, question number 4, and what is the question? Question is, an object is vibrating at 50 hertz. So an object is vibrating, an object is vibrating at 50 hertz, at 50 hertz. Hertz is unit of frequency, it means you understand this is frequency of the vibration is given. Then what is its time period? So question is, what is its time period? Okay, so you can see here the frequency is given 50 hertz. Options are available for you all, that is first one is 0.02 seconds. So 0.02 seconds is first option. Then option number B is given that 2 seconds. S means second here. Okay, so you should consider yes as a second. Second is unit of time. Then 0.2 second. And the last option is 20 seconds. Okay, so options are available for you, and the question is, an object is vibrating at 50 hertz, then what is time period? This is the question, and options are available. So students, first we are going to find out, first we are now try to recall the definition of frequency. Okay, so if you recall, you will get the answer, you will go very close to the answer. So the statement, or you can say definition of frequency was the number of vibrations in 1 second. Okay, so it means it oscillates or it vibrates 50 times in 1 second. So you can write here, in 1 second the number of vibrations are 50 vibrations. The same thing is written here in hertz. Okay, 50 vibrations in 1 second. Or you can write here 50 vibrations takes time 1 second. So how much time taken by this body for one vibration? So for one vibration it will take a time that is 1 by 50 seconds, and we know that the time taken in one vibration is known as the time period, right? So this is the time period for, you can write here 0.0 by 50, sorry, you can write here 0 point, after solving you will get 2. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So how this question is solved? Because you know the definition of frequency, and then you apply the definition of time period, and you will be able to solve the question. Here in 1 second the number of vibrations 50, it is given here because it is frequency. Frequency means the number of vibrations in 1 second. So this one is frequency. Now we can write the same statement in different form, that is 50 vibrations take time 1 second, and time period defined as the time taken by the vibration, one vibration, time taken by one vibration. So if 50 vibrations takes 1 second, then one vibration must take 1 by 50 seconds. It means it is 0.02. Okay, so I hope you understand how this question is solved, because you know definition of frequency, you know definition of time period, and you are able to solve the question. The same question can be solved by using formula, which we have already discussed. So you can use this method, or you can use the formula. So let's see the formula. How can you solve the same question by formula? So we can solve the same question by using formula, and formula for this type of question is given by time period. Time period is equal to 1 upon frequency. Yes, this is the formula which we have already learned. Time period is equal to 1 upon frequency. Yes. So Rm is to find out the time period. So this time period is denoted by T, and frequency denoted by F. So we can write T, time period is equal to 1 upon frequency. Now frequency is given here 50 Hz. So we can write here 1 upon 50. Okay, and you know the solution of this part is 0.02, and the unit of time is second for time period. Time period is measured in seconds, same as the frequency is measured in hertz, same as force is measured in Newton, same as distance is measured in meter, right? So distance is measured in meter, force is measured in Newton, pressure is measured in Pascal, frequency is measured in hertz. In the same way, time is measured in second or minute or hour. So standard unit of time is second. So this answer is given here in seconds. Okay, so I hope you all understand, and the correct option for this question is option number A, that is 0.02 second. So if object is vibrating with frequency 50 Hz, its time period will be 0.02 second. It means it complete one vibration in 0.02 seconds. Okay, so student, I hope you understand this question. Now you are given, now I am going to give you one homework. So if there is 500, suppose the frequency is now 500 Hz, then choose the correct option for the question, and any one of these is correct answer here. You have to choose the correct answer for 5 Hz actually. Okay, So if frequency is 5 hertz, then which option is correct? This is the question for you all, and please give your answer by solving the question by both the method. First you can try by the definition, and second time you can use the formula. So try to complete the questions. Question is given here and options are available. You have to choose the correct option for the question. An object is vibrating at 5 hertz. What is the time period of the vibrations? So option 1 is 0.02 seconds, option B is 2 seconds, option C is 0.2 seconds, and option 4 is 20 seconds. Okay, so student, I hope I'm sure you will solve this question and you will give the correct answer of this question.